boys and girls. Mrs. Freeland here. Hey, we're going to do a new experiment today. I hope you enjoy it. So remember that when a scientist does an experiment, then they think of more experiments they could do to answer more questions. So today we're really going to think about a drum. So I want you to think, what do you know about drums? We know that drums make noise, right? They can be loud, can't they? I wonder if a drum can be soft. I wonder if it matters what the drum is made out of. Like, can we change the sound if we change the drum? Last time we changed one of our experiments, we changed what we hit the drum with, or what we hit the hanger with, right? So what if we change the drum this time? Will it change the sound? That's a great question. So we're going to do an investigation that does just that. First of all, though, I want you to think about how we would write up this investigation. So this might be called the drum experiment. The materials we're going to use are cups. And we're going to cover cups with different materials, and we're going to test them out. So I have got plastic wrap. I'll cover one with paper. I've got aluminum foil, and I cut apart a balloon and covered a drum. So we're going to test those drums to see how they sound. Remember, we need to do it the same way every time, and we're going to write down how the drum works. And then we're going to try to explain why that might have happened, okay? How we can change the sound of our drums. So this is the chart we're going to use for our observations. And at the bottom, we're going to write a claim. A claim is what you think is true that you learned. So we're going to say, I can change a drum to make different sounds by blank. So remember, even though these are 4 drums in here, we're going to try it 3 times so we know that it sounds the same. And here's our reasoning. We know this because that's where we try and explain it. Okay. The next page is where we can record our data and to say whether it was loud or quiet each time. All right. So they kind of look similar. Maybe we'll just use this front one and see whether it was loud or quiet and what it sounds like each time. Remember, an observation is what we see, feel, or hear, or we can measure somehow. All right, I'm going to start off with a plastic wrap drum, and each time I'm going to use the pencil. I'm not going to change tools, because if I change tools, I wouldn't know whether the tool was changing or what I have on my drum was changing the sound. So when you have an experiment, you can only change one thing. And what we're changing is the top of our drum to different materials. We're not going to change what we hit it with. So first of all, we're going to tap the plastic drum with a pencil. So let me make sure it's kind of tight. So I'm going to make sure they're all tight. Let's put a little bit on that side. Okay, here we go. Ooh, I think, let me look at the next page real quick. Okay, yep, it's loud and quiet too. So I'm going to say, I think that's kind of quiet tapping. So I'm going to check off quiet, and let's try it again. Yeah, that's kind of a quiet sound. It's not real loud, is it? Let's try it one more time. Yeah, it's kind of a quiet. And I think it's kind of a low sound. So I'm going to say it sounds like a low bum, bum, bum. All right, so I don't know, I'm just kind of making up words for what I think. I'm going to say it's a low bum, bum, bum. All right, that's what I think it sounds like. So then you could try a paper drum. I'm going to try one more with you. Here's the aluminum foil. What do you think? Let's predict. Is it going to be loud or quiet? Is it going to be high or low? Ready? Oh, that's kind of loud. I'm not really hitting it harder than my other one. That's loud. I'm going to try it again. Oops, I got to go down the aluminum foil. Make sure I get the right one. This is the foil one. Try it again. I'm not hitting it any harder, but it sounds harder. Let's see. Yeah. And it's kind of like a tap, tap. And it has kind of a tin sound. Tin, tap, tap, tap. How about if I type that? Like it has like a little tin sound to it. Tin. Whoops. Get my right spot here. There we go. Sometimes it doesn't want to go back to where it was. I'm going to start over here. I'm going to erase and start over. Sometimes when you go off the line when you're typing, it's hard to get back on. There we go. Tin, tap, tap, tap. All right, so then you would try the balloon. Okay. Ooh, that's low and soft, isn't it? Then you would try paper. So you're going to try all three of these. Now, we saw it change from loud to quiet, and one was low and one was kind of higher. I can change a drum to make different sounds by, how about changing the top of the drum? Yeah. Or like using different materials. Materials are like what something is made out of. Like this is plastic material, this is tin material. I know this because, how do I know that I could change the sound of my drum? What happened? My drums, look at my data. My drum went from quiet to loud, right? So my drum changed quiet to loud. And did it change different sounds too? Yeah, it changed different sounds too. All right, boys and girls, so what you're going to be doing today is thinking about the order that you're going to do that experiment, writing out the directions so someone else could do it. Then you're going to be doing the experiment and keeping track just like I did in a chart. So if you don't have a roadmap for that, maybe your teacher will give you a paper to do that, or a notebook, or you can use a roadmap like I did. Okay, boys and girls, have fun today.